Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today, Thursday, 23rd of June 2016. This is Edward Udedas, Tavasagayam Pillai with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline of the Daily Mirror says, PM disputes borrowings doubled. Says Treasury and IMF report contradict Auditor General's observation. Explanation to be sought from Auditor General. With reference to the report that the government had borrowed in excess of the limit approved by Parliament, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe told Parliament yesterday that the Auditor General's observation contradicted the reports of the Treasury and the International Monetary Fund. As a result, the Prime Minister said an explanation should be sought from the Auditor General in this regard, and the Public Finance Committee would do it. Auditor General caused confusion. Ravi. Minister of Finance Ravi Karunanayake said yesterday that the Auditor General had caused confusion by changing the accounting system followed in computing total borrowings in the government. Mr. Karunanayake, in response to an oral question raised by Chief Opposition Whip Anurag Kumar Dissanayake on Tuesday, June 21, said the government had not exceeded the borrowing limits stipulated by Parliament. He said the system used by the Auditor General to compute the total borrowings had given a wrong picture. Another highlight says, lady doctor lawyer arrested for biting two women police constables. A lady doctor attached to a government hospital and a lady lawyer had been taken into custody by the Velikada police for allegedly obstructing the duty of two women police constables by biting them, the police said yesterday. Supreme Court allows petition challenging VAT increase. The Supreme Court yesterday granted leave to proceed with rights petitions challenging the intended imposition of additional liabilities pertaining to a multi-stage tax called value-added tax and national building tax. The bench comprising Chief Justice K. Sribhavan and Justice B.P. Aluvihara granted leave to proceed with the petition. Three linked to Velesudha, Susi arrested in Colombo. Three drug smugglers had been arrested with 1 kilogram of heroin with a street value of 10 million rupees by the Police Narcotic Bureau during a raid in Colombo yesterday, the police said. They also seized two luxury vehicles and 735,000 rupees in cash from the suspect during the raid. The police said that investigations had revealed the suspects had connections with the notorious drug smuggler Samantha Kumara alias Velesudha and Dharmaraja Susindran alias Susi, who were in remand custody on charges of smuggling narcotics. Vigneswaran insists on foreign judges and federal state. The Tamil National Alliance was not agreeable to any mechanism to investigate the alleged war crimes as long as there were no foreign judges, Northern Province Chief Minister C.B. Vigneswaran told media in Jaffna on Tuesday. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline of the Daily News says, Akkurugoda Defence Headquarters Complex. Cabinet suspends consultancy firm on recommendations of four-member committee appointed to review project. 600 million rupees charged in excess as consultancy fees. The consultancy firm in charge of the construction of the new Defence Headquarters Complex at Akkurugoda was suspended by Cabinet on Tuesday for having charged 600 million rupees in excess as consultancy fees. Pledge against child labour. The national ceremony to mark the World Day Against Child Labour was held at the BMICH under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday. Picture shows the President along with ministers W.D.J. Senaviratna, Chandrani Bandara, A.H.M. Fauzi, Vijira Abeyvardhana and Ravindra Samaraveera taking a pledge against child labour. Cope raids SPC warehouse. Over 1 billion rupees worth outdated drugs found. Outdated drugs worth over 1 billion rupees was found by Parliament members of the Committee on Public Enterprises during a sudden inspection of a warehouse belonging to State Pharmaceutical Corporation at Konavala, Kalaniya yesterday. The COP team included Chairman Sunil Handunetty, Deputy Minister Ranjan Ramanayake, Parliamentarians Ashoka Abesinghe, Hector Apuhami and G. Srineshan. Sunil Handunetty MP speaking to the media revealed that the COP had received a tip-off on the existence of outdated drugs at the warehouse. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. The main headline of the Ceylon today says, Akurugoda Military Headquarters Project, Cabinet to suspend consultancy firm. And the highlight says, cluster bombs allegations timed for UNHRC government. Allegations that cluster bombs were used by the Sri Lanka army during the Elam War 4 are an attempt to inconvenience the government at the United Nations Human Rights Council, core cabinet spokesman Rajitha Senaratne said. If Gammanpila can be arrested, why can't Chambika be arrested for forgery? The government is targeting joint opposition activists while there are serious allegations against ministers like Chambika Ranawaka accused of photoshopping the image of veteran filmmaker Lester James Pearis. MB Mahindananda Alutgamage said Ranjan Ramanayaka is acting like a direct agent of the Prime Minister in Parliament. I have sent letters of demand of both Ramanayaka and Ananda Alutgamage, he said. Britain votes on Brexit today. UK Justice Secretary Michael Gove, the main campaigner of Britain to exit from EU, has suggested he may quit from his post after the EU referendum result on Friday. Lokusia murder. CID uncovers important details. A special CID team has already uncovered important details with respect to the suspects behind the murder of Lokusia of Ragama, which sent shock waves throughout the country a few years ago, informed sources said. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to other newspaper highlights.